This is where we are, man. This is where we at. I am speechless because I'm sitting with one of the funniest comics I know in the country right
Whoa.
now. Yeah, man. You doing your thing, man.
That check must have cleared, huh?
Yeah, it did. It
Yeah, Bo, the check cleared?
Yeah, I get to swipe my
I
card.
tell you that bank went out of business.
No, I swipe the card still. The card still working.
If you look at my checks on the left top,
Right.
all of those numbers are the same.
Oh.
The numbers don't increase.
Right.
All the checks are the same.
It's your same zip code every time. That's how you got it, that zip
But
code.
my name on my bank is called Susu.
We suing everybody. Everybody don't give us the money. We suing everybody. I'm here, man. This is sit down at Uptown. This is what we do every week here at Uptown Comic Con. We interview the headliners, we interview the comics on the show. But tonight, man, special guest in the house. My man Rob Stapleton.
Rob Stapleton in the building, that's right. All the people that listen to the podcast, I just want to say, y'all didn't know. I like to drop some information that y'all don't know.
Right.
Bo does this whole podcast with no pants on. So
Right.
You guys are watching this, he has no pants on under this. And I have to sit here for this.
It's called underwear free television. I'm not a snitch though.
Yeah.
I'm not a snitch.
Steve's the snitch. We get to that.
Yeah, man.
So it's good, man. Good to see you, bro.
You too, brother. How was your experience at Uptown Comic Con this weekend?
Man, that Atlanta experience is crazy, man. This always good. It's good energy. You know why? I'm a New York guy, but I'm nationwide funny. And it's good because there's a lot of people from New York that come down here, that move down here, and messed up the energy that they have down in the South. I'm not gonna lie, they just throw that out there. But they all come out, man.
Yeah.
You know, it's good to see the people that move down here from New York, as well as just the native Georgians? If you from Georgia, what do they call it? And aliens? What is
they call them?
like New Yorkers are New Yorker. What do you
we
call
usually
them?
call them people.
People, peaches.
We usually call them
Can a
people.
guy be a peach? We're like, dude's an apricot. What does it do? Like, when you think of it, peaches is just for the females, right? What are dudes?
Falcons.
You got out of that one good. I'm putting pressure on you early in the show. You got out of that shit good.
That shit without the wrong. They even without the wrong pipe. They call it Falcons. You gotta be politically correct now.
Why people always say the shit without a wrong pipe? Like you got another windpipe.
Exactly.
Like you got an alternate windpipe.
Yeah.
People always say without a wrong pipe.
Yeah. And this weekend was phenomenal. I was talking to some of the people coming out the show. They was like, "Why this guy is not here every weekend?" I said, "That don't work. It don't work like that.
Yeah, it don't
It
work.
don't work like
It definitely don't work
It
like
don't
that.
work like that. So we would love to have him here every week, but it don't work like that."
Hey man, I'm one of those comics, bro.
Yeah.
Me and you go back 20 plus. Hey, we shoot live here, guys.
That's your family. That's your family.
You know we shoot live. Tony,
You can't.
This is live. Okay.
We hear you.
Just like
You come be on here, let me see you want to be on that?
she like, bro.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tear it up when I get on.
Look, she showed some of her video. Then you looking at the other bitch. See what I'm saying? I said, you over there standing in this hole.
She think we over here just talking.
Yeah.
She think that
She going off on him.
She like in the production.
I thought you were going to Pete. Why you stopped at that thing?
No, me and you, we've been doing this for a minute, man. So I'm one of those dudes. I'm an energy dude, man. No matter how the crowd is, I think every comic needs to set the pace of the energy for what they do when they go on stage, man.
You definitely do that.
You know what I'm saying? People choose to pay their money, their hard-earned money to come see you. Don't walk it. I hate when a comic walk it. Like, you should be happy to see them on that motherfucking stage, man. People have too many choices. This thing right now, that phone is the new TV.
It's it.
People could just stay doing that all day.
Yeah.
So when they put that phone down and they come to see you for an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes, 2 hours, give them all, man.
Give them all.
Give them the sweat.
Yeah. And then you take the time to do that 2 hours every night. Then you wake up in the morning and you do fresh videos every day, man. Come on, man.
How to keep it real with you, Bo.
And I see you doing your own production.
You know what it is, Bo?
Yeah.
Me and you come from the time of straight up stand up, like when it was about the jokes and how funny you were, and it was no fluff. You know what I mean?
Right,
it was, you get up there, you talk your shit, and people tell you if you're funny or not.
Right.
And at first I hated on these internet dudes. You had these dudes that came up, these internet sensations.
Yeah.
But once you get through the hate, you realize it's a talent.
It's a
Say
talent.
having 1 million, 2 million followers. Because if everybody could do it, they would do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everybody can't have 2 million followers.
That's right, man.
You know what I mean? Everybody tries it. They put up whatever picture and you get 17 likes and you wonder what's wrong with your picture you put up.
And guess what I like about you though? You got a lot of veteran comics that sitting around griping about what the internet comics are doing, but you ain't griping about it. You getting out there in the mix with them.
Man, you sound like an old motherfucker complaining if you keep complaining
That's
about
right.
it. You got to do it.
That's
It's
right.
just like motherfuckers in New York complaining about hip hop in New York and about that ain't hip hop, man. You sound like an old motherfucker complaining about it.
Atlanta is hip hop.
Build your crowd, do what you do, and let them young motherfuckers. That's what hip hop's about. It's about
Yeah.
what the young generation want to do.
What the whole
Melly Mel, Snoop wasn't doing what Melly Mel did.
Right.
You know, they changes every generation.
Thank you,
It
Chef.
changes,
Thank you,
man.
Chef. Yeah.
They just want to say that was smooth. The chef just came and bought both some ribs.
Yeah. And you don't eat ribs. And you don't eat pork.
I
So
eat rib. I eat,
well, I took the pork off the rib.
I eat pork that's only soaked in more pork.
Oh.
I do beef as well.
Okay.
Yeah, you do beef too? You have any pork with beef in it?
Right.
Not exactly.
Okay, we talk about that.
You ain't Chinese.
You got any left-handed
You gotta be
pork?
Chinese to do that
And a
shit.
black girl, and then I have beef and pork.
Okay. We
You
don't
gotta
have
be
to hate
Chinese to do
this.
that shit. Chinese to do that. Chinese will stuff a beef and a pork in a minute, nigga.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? I can freaking say that shit.
Okay.
Thank you,
All
Chef.
right.
Thank you,
All right.
King, I appreciate y'all.
Thank you, baby.
But,
Give it up for Little Red.
man, I really love Steve Snake.
That's
Get that
Little
little
Red.
You stupid! You
We should've put that on camera. We should've
We
put
got
that
it
on
on
camera.
camera. It's on camera. She's on camera. Yeah, you on camera. We got you.
She was on camera?
Yeah. Came in the frame.
I loved you from Get Out.
Camera right there.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah, man. Everything on camera in here. Trust me. We like
I'm trying
white
to get you to
folks.
shut the fuck up.
We like rich white folks. You on camera in here. No, just
You bring it, you pour it, you pay for it.
But hey, man, how did you come up with Steve Snitch? Yeah, but
You know, Steve the Snitch is a dude. You know, snitching is never cool. You know, it's never cool at any.
But you make it cool
to
as a
snitch.
motherfucker.
I just wanted to make something cool that regularly isn't cool.
Right.
You know what I mean? And Steve is so innocent with it.
Yeah.
It's so Steve with
Yeah.
Hey, I didn't know you had the cocaine.
Okay. Yeah, he's a dumb motherfucker.
Yeah, he's a dumb motherfucker. And I did it around the time that this kid, what's the dude from New York? What's the dude, the little dude with the red hair that got arrested?
Not 6'9".
6'9".
Oh, 6'9". Oh, this.
I came up with it around the time that he got caught up and he thought he was in the gang and all that shit, and he started snitching on the whole gang.
Right.
So that lets you know that the dudes that are in your circle sometimes are still the ones you can't trust, and that's what made me think about the whole Steve the Snitch thing.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Wow.
And the public loves that shit.
I love it, dog.
You know what? Also, Bo, man, look, you got to remember, we came up from a time when Comic View was internet.
It's it.
Before IG and for Facebook, it was Comic View. We did Comic View, we flew, and they would air that shit from Monday to Friday, 2-3 times a day. It came on like 8 o'clock, came on like 9 o'clock,
Yeah.
then it came on again at 1 o'clock, and then a couple of infomercials came on, and the shit came back on like around 3:15.
Yes, sir.
Sometimes you would be on the road, grab a groupie on the road, and then it would come on, and you're like, that's you? You're like, bitch, that's why you in my room.
Right. You saw me on TV tonight.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
I'm married now, but I was telling
See,
you.
no, I said 20 years ago. Don't try to back this shit
I was
up.
telling y'all.
That's my wife right there. I'm doing it. I'm saying 20 years ago.
Oh, that's your white we can work that is. But I was telling the I said, nigga, there's some creative to a kid left out there. I even started the great Rob Stapleton thing. I even started
in your face.
him.
Yo, there was a tour that we did. This is how a lot of comics met. We did Comic View and Def Jam. Def Jam was more of a New York thing.
Right.
But Comic View was more, you had to go to LA to go do that.
Exactly.
So, and Comic View back then wasn't paying you. You had to fly yourself out.
Put
And they
yourself
gave
up in the
you-
hotel.
Put yourself in a
Feed your
hotel.
goddamn self.
But they had a check for you. You know what I mean? But what was born out of that was a lot of networking. You got to know, you got to meet the comics from Atlanta, from Mississippi, from Chicago, from Philly. And you got to realize this was before this internet shit. So you had to really shake hands and meet each other. And Joe Torre was meeting Chris Tucker, and and Lil Bo was meeting Rob Stapleton,
Yeah.
and Marvin Dixon, and all of us.
Yeah.
Or
Big
Little
Cole,
Duval
Chicago,
was
you know,
rolling.
everybody,
Before
you know,
Little
yeah.
Duval was Little Duval,
Exactly.
he was rolling.
He was, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And all of this. So we, the best of the best, people clicked up and we did it. But Comic View was our shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? People would, in the clubs were popping back then.
Yeah.
Like all of it wasn't just the weekend clubs. Black comedy was all over the place. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And right now, everybody do their comedy on the phone. Def Jam is gone, Comic View is gone, and the internet is the shit. You know what I mean? So that's why
I'm taking big advantage of it.
taking advantage of it, man. But
And
the
I
thing
love
is,
it, dog.
But this
And-
is the shit.
and I'm gonna tell you something I like about your shit. The production is A1.
You gotta think about that, man. If people want to take, people attention spans are short, but even if they're gonna take 59 seconds to fuck with you, give them some quality, man. And then they'll pay $20, $30, $40, $50 to come see you at a club on the weekend. But this is the thing about the internet shit, bro. I'm gonna be 100, but I'm gonna be 120. Is the internet dudes, they do their shit, right? They edit it and they do it and they put it out. And they get a date at the club because they sell it out. But can you be fucking funny in person? That's the thing you can't hide.
Yeah.
I don't want to say no names,
Right.
but all the
Right.
internet motherfuckers, can you be funny? It's like a DJ who do a mixtape. He do all type of tricks on a mixtape. And then you go to the party and this motherfucker is king doing none of that shit that you could go back in the car and listen to the CD because it was better in the car. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So what happens is these internet dudes, when they live, are these motherfuckers funny? Are you gonna come back to come see them?
No.
That's the thing, because when you do a stand-up, you can't pause and edit and do all of this shit. That crowd got a 2-drink minimum. They let you know if you funny or not.
They had a cat come here last week, man. He had a whole fucking production crew.
Yeah.
You know what
Oh,
I'm saying?
what do you mean production?
I mean, lights, cameras, action, directors, and I mean, the shit was done.
Part of
like
his
it was
stand-up
hot.
show? Part of his stand-up
Part
show?
of his stand-up show.
Oh, this, man.
Yeah, I ain't gonna call no name.
Man, I want to hear the name. Give me the
No, I'm not
You
gonna do
scared?
that.
You scared?
I'm
You scared?
I ain't scared.
You ain't even got pants on. What the fuck you scared?
You fucking with me now. But the
Say your name.
dude,
Say your name.
I said it real quick, you didn't hear it.
Oh, you hear that shit.
I said Deadly Baby. Anyway, I said it again, you didn't hear it. I just said it again. I said it twice. He heard it.
Shit, I'm thinking about them ribs, nigga.
I know.
But yeah, what happened? So
But no, so the dude was funny. Just and matter of fact, the dude sold out 2 shows
Yeah, see, that's the thing.
in one night. And it's a lot of them that come here and sell out 2 shows.
Man, I'm looking at your mouth right now because I'm seeing if you're going to say the name again.
Deadly Baby. Anyway,
okay.
no, dancing is funny to me.
No, I like this. I like
Yeah,
personally.
but-
I like this.
but-
I met him personally,
Yeah.
and he showed respect.
Yeah.
To the OGs in this game, you got to show respect.
The dude sold out 2 shows. I gotta give him respect.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at it like the artists, the people don't look at comedy the way we thought people used to look at comedy. It ain't that way no more. Now they're looking at the imitations. They're looking at the little stupid shits that we've been doing, the material we've been doing for years. They regurgitate.
Yeah.
That's what I don't like about
Yeah.
it. That's the only thing I don't like about it.
Yeah.
They're doing the material that we've been doing for years, and they regurgitate
Regurgitating,
it. And
doing
the
it.
audience think it's new shit because they're doing it.
Right.
But they don't know if they don't know the history of comedy.
But they think they showing honor to you by doing
right
this
by
shit.
doing this shit.
You know, that's very disrespectful.
Yeah.
They think that they taking one of your classic bits and they redoing it as if it's fucking original.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's like somebody breaking in your house, taking your jewelry,
And bringing it back to you.
Showing respect. I like your shit, so I took it.
I wore it for a while.
That's
You
not
know,
how that shade. I figured I'll wear that shit for you.
Yeah, but ain't nobody wearing it no more.
You know what I'm saying? Personally, like, I like Dez. I met Dez,
Yeah,
and I think the minute that
I just sit there and think,
no,
no,
but I
Dez
just
is
want
a
to
funny
say that.
dude, man.
But you know,
Dez
I
is a good comic.
but he's learning. I remember doing the first show with Country Wayne.
Right.
I remember me, Marvin Dixon. We was somewhere in Florida, one part of Florida, somewhere, and he hosted the show. And they were like, "Yeah, this dude, new internet dude." I'm like, "Internet dude's doing stand up, man?" They like, "Yeah," and Country Wayne, and you know, he just. I gave it up to him to have the balls to go up in front of a theater of people and did it, and from there he increasingly got funny and funny.
Right.
I give it up for the dudes that are willing to take the good with the bad.
Right.
You know what I mean? You gotta take these knocks that come with this shit.
That's it, man. That's it. And now I just noticed something in your conversation that's changed about you. You traveling with your wife now.
Oh yeah, man. Shit.
That's the side of the time.
I don't fuck around with that.
There you go.
I enjoy it. Like I'm one of the comics. When you do this shit, you got to settle in with somebody that you. If you do get married,
people don't know.
You go through them years of. See, a lot of comics do comedy for the intention.
Right.
They just want to have the microphone and they really want to be rappers.
Yeah.
And their rapping shit didn't work out. So like Jamie Foxx wanted to be a singer.
Exactly.
And he changed his name and got into the comedy, and then people wanted to hear the music. Right. I love Jamie. No disrespect.
Look Duvall made that change. Look
Duvall. But the thing about Duvall's been doing the music shit all along.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So when it finally popped, he ain't changed. He was always doing that shit.
That's what I said. I told somebody. I was telling somebody.
Rolling Powell
show. I said, Lil Duvall been doing music.
Been doing that shit.
And I'm so proud of the brother.
Always doing.
He got a hit right now. They're gonna play the rest of his life after he's dead.
That's always gonna be played at the.
He gonna have a royalty for his family for years.
It's always gonna be played after before I let go. You know what I mean? Just like 50 is always gonna get a check for somebody's birthday every day. It's your birthday. Yeah. You know, he's always gonna get a check for that. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, you know, I mean, that's the history in what we do with this shit, man. And like, you know, this internet shit is big. Back when we were little, the TV was everything. The TV isn't the TV no more. The motherfucking phone. You take the phone away from a kid, they're gonna cry like a bitch right now.
Exactly.
That's what it is. When we were little, your parents, remember telling you? Your mother say no TV. I'd rather see Thriller. Now, motherfuckers on the like, thank you, mommy. Stream. YouTube. They don't give a fuck.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
I mean, even the parties. It dictates how the pace of a party. You could be at a motherfucking party. Motherfuckers is on that phone telling you come to this shit. And before you know, there's a line outside.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But at the same time, the purists that are stand-ups, there's going to the time of the 1 hour special is about to end. Because people, it's about the, you know, when it was big to have an hour special?
Right.
The hour special is going to turn into a half hour special. And then it's going to be just a bit. Because people's attention spans are too short right now.
You know what?
People can't. Even Kevin Hart's last special on Netflix, whether it's good or bad, whether you like it, Kev is my motherfucking man. People that hate on Kev gives a lot of people work. Fuck all that. It's if you like him, it is what it is. Mm-hmm. But people don't watch. People watch 10 minutes. They come back and watch another 15 minutes. Nobody sits on Netflix because most of the time you smoking and doing all of that other shit. You watch 15 minutes, jump into something. You watch it 15 minutes, and then you on your phone, and you realize, okay, I'll watch that shit later. You jump into something else.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So the hour special ain't like what it was before. So people, and Netflix is going to realize. That's why they put that feature on Netflix. If you ever watch Netflix, you notice you could cut it off, and it picks up from where you were last time. It doesn't start before Netflix used to start. You had to start over from the beginning. Right. Now they keep you where you left off because they know that millions of people leave to go do something and you come back. You know what I mean? Right. Because that's the beginning of the end. The hour special is about to end. It's going to be half hours, and Netflix is going to get big on that content with short movies, like 10-minute shit and that type of shit.
You're ahead of the game already.
Yeah,
you're ahead of the game.
I researched that shit and left-handed porn.
Yeah.
That's another time I'll come back to.
I'm a little bit more advanced in porn than you. You left-handed and right-handed. I'm into the toe.
You ever watching porn?
I'm into foot porn now. I got to stay ahead of you.
You into foot porn?
I'm into foot porn.
Corns and bunions and all that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, yes, sir.
So you watching bunion bitches from Brooklyn?
And I got
when do we go left with this podcast? When do we go off rails?
Hey man, tell me something.
What's up?
New York comedy scene, y'all do shows 7 o'clock in the evening, 8, 9. I mean, y'all do shows from like 5 o'clock to 3 o'clock and 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, you gotta realize New York is one of those cities, man. Clubs don't shut down at 4, so when they shut down clubs in cities at 2 o'clock, motherfuckers getting out the shower in New York at 1:30. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Jersey, our neighboring city, it shuts down at 2 o'clock. You know, New York is full. I didn't realize that too when we was first doing shows on the road that a lot of cities shut down at 2 o'clock. I was so New York, I just thought everything shut down at 4.
Yeah.
Even when you go to Pennsylvania, I mean, they snatching a drink out your hand at 145.
145.
Pull your shit out of front of you.
We gonna lose our license because them derelict ass.
Yeah, so everything ain't like that. So like when you live in New York, you see so much shit. So I mean, it be black shows that they try to start at 7:30, but this shit don't start at 7:30.
Right.
And the winter they do when it get dark at 4:30, they can do that. But
damn, dark at 4:30, yeah, Alaska. Shit, because I went to New York, I'm like, a show at 5 o'clock, who the fuck do a show?
See, this is the thing about New York, bro. I'll tell you this. New York, the demographic is crazy. We have Puerto Ricans, we have Dominicans, we have Cubans, we have black people, we have Jamaicans, we have black people that love white people, we have white people, we have white races, we have Asians, we have Indians, we have Russians and Haitians and all of that, all encompassed in that 8.5 million. So you can hit a club every night with a different target, each one of those motherfucking clubs.
Yeah.
Even though I have a New York accent, I can make all of those crowds laugh. It's the thing about, okay, I'm from New York, but can you make, like I see comics from the South have trouble making that jump outside of the South. And I'll see comics from New York that have trouble coming down South and being funny down South. You can't limit yourself. You still be who the fuck you are. I mean, come on. If you look at who blew up from being from New York, Eddie Murphy, Chris Rock, Chappelle's from DC, but he really blew up in New York. You know what I mean? The Wayans, you know what I mean?
Right.
These dudes are funny nationally. You know what I mean? It's not. And then when Eddie did Delirious, that made all the black dudes young dudes want to do comedy. You gotta diversify yourself, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You just can't be funny in your own fucking city.
Because you guys are the Kings of New York.
New York Kings.
How is that growing? How's that growing?
Literally, we have 2 specials going on this year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Our first special will be released on YouTube next month in June. And the next special will be the one we'll shoot at the end of the year in November, which will be the whole streaming Netflix.
Man, I'm so proud of you guys.
It's Rob Stapleton, me, the gangster comedy Capone, my man Talent, know Talent.
Yeah.
And the Latin sensation, my man Mark Vieira. That dude's a beast.
He's a beast.
Fucking
all y'all are beasts though.
Yeah, none of them funnier than me though.
No.
I
think not tonight. Anyway, no, we don't air. Not tonight. Everybody.
You put some pants on.
Put some respect on his name.
And you put some pants on. Put respect on my name and some pants on your ass.
I like the air breeze. You see, I have the windows open. I like the air breeze under my nuts when I'm talking to people. So all you ladies, I'm sorry. I got it tough so you don't see the rest, but I gotta have my nuts hanging. Anyway. Hey man, look here, I ain't gonna hold you all night.
Nah, it's good to fuck with you, man. You always one of the good dudes, man.
Hey man, I love you.
One thing about you, whenever you bomb, you always stay in the club and apologize to the manager.
To everybody. To the manager.
You apologize, you gave everybody their money back.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? You know. My man Bo always been funny.
Hey man, I let anybody like you clown me. And nigga next to you, he wouldn't get away with that. But anyway, your family's here. Big shouts out to your family.
My
your niece
family
come to see you.
My niece is here with her boyfriend with his little 6-year-old shirt on. His shirt looked like the TV when it goes at night. Look at this shit. It looked like a boy. It looked like the price of food when they scan to see what the price is.
Yes. She went down.
You wore that shit outside?
She went under the belt and said, he wanted some.
One sleeve is medium and the other shit is small.
Yeah.
Where the fuck did you shop? Where you got that? At Chick-fil-A?
No.
Chick-fil-A sell shirts?
That's a dollar store. Down here. The dollar store.
You got that with the waffle fries. You got a large waffle fry.
Right.
They do the shirt.
You go to the dollar store in Atlanta, you get your draw, one leg is longer than the other.
I think I got a piano from the dollar store the other day.
And they play one key. You said that ding, 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 ding. Your stupid ass play that same key all night.
You know, in New York, they got dollar stores, and then one motherfucker came up with an idea to come up with a 99-cent store.
Like he go out.
And motherfucker open up right next to the dollar store. Now you gotta make a decision.
Yeah. He sitting up there like this.
You like, I'm trying to save 7 cents.
7 cents right here. What you got there ain't got?
But one dude like this, yo, let's kill him with that 98-cent shit, yo.
You don't know nothing about that, son.
Oh, 2 cents?
Hey, now is the dialogue in Atlanta and in New York the same as when I went there my first time? I'm from Mississippi, right?
Yeah, I know.
So I went there. My first time was there was like 2000, I think, and it was Dons. They had Kings. They had Dons. They had Sons. They had you know all the
what up, God? What up, son? What up, kid? What up, son?
Yeah.
What up, son?
I know what
up, son?
I know what to say to people. You know what I'm saying?
New York, you gotta realize this is what I want to tell everybody from the South.
Yeah.
Y'all can get on and say whatever you want to do about New York. I love you down here, but if it wasn't for hip hop,
Right.
that started in the motherfucking Bronx, New York, there's no Migos, there's no Young Thug, there's no Cardi, there's no whoever the fuck you like, Kodak Black. That shit wasn't coming from rock and roll, wasn't coming from the blues, it came from hip hop. That generation started in New York. So that in real hip hop, it's how you dress, it's fashion, it's graffiti, and it's music, and it's breakdancing. Those are the essence of what hip hop is. So that dialogue came from New York, and whatever anybody else did with it was just a remix of what came from fucking New York.
I don't know how
I just want to get that right because it is what it is. Truth is the fucking truth. Truth, that's still a fucked up shirt. But the truth,
I know it just started in Atlanta. Cause these niggas down here is sagging with G-strings on, so I know it just started here.
But you know what the origin is before we end the podcast is New York took hip hop too serious.
Really?
Hip hop took New York took hip hop too serious. And what happened is G-Unit was beefing with Rough Rider, Rough Riders beefing with Rockefeller, Fat Joe and Dipset. Like everybody had their little cliques. And instead of coming together and enjoying the pie, the South just grabbed it and just said, we're going to do what we do with it and made it fun again. Because it got too serious. You know what I mean?
See, one thing about the South artists, they all on the records.
Yeah.
They all get on the records.
Let me tell you this. Remember this before we end this podcast. This is my history on hip hop in the South. You remember 559?
Yes, sir.
Our boy Bruce
Yes.
was the host of 559.
The roughest club in the country.
Roughest club. Now, when we started that creative tour, the first room you had to do was 559. Right? And the creative tour at one time was 4 weeks and went down to 2-3 weeks, but it was always started 4 to 5 weeks.
Right. Oh, no, you're backwards. 559 was the last room. It started in Norfolk.
Okay.
Right.
All right.
Virginia.
But towards the end of it, the end shit ended up being one of the earlier rooms. But Bruce would have this fucking room.
Yeah.
And Bruce would tell you, before the show started, hey, you only got to do 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Matter of fact, 8, 5. Now, you got to realize, you drove. Back then, motherfuckers wasn't flying. You drove in a car from New York, Norfolk, wherever you live, you drove to Atlanta.
Yeah.
So you took it as disrespectful for Bruce to say do 10 minutes. You make nigga, I drove 12 hours down this
I'm a headliner.
I'm a headliner. I killed it. My motherfucker said. And Bruce would tell you 2 to 3 times, man, you ain't gotta do 10. Your money's the same. It ain't gonna change. And then he tell you again before you go up, man, just do 8. Man, your money the same.
Yeah. Cause he listens to the room.
He listens to the room.
Come back and just do 5 minutes. Say hi, but just say hi.
This room is unfucking believable. You go in there. I didn't realize all these motherfuckers were gonna blow up. Like it'd be Little John in the back, Project Pat, all these
exactly.
all of these motherfuckers,
Pastor
Pastor Troy, all these dudes that were icons, and they all sitting in the back, man, blah blah blah. And you go up there, Bruce be killing, so the comic think that you gonna kill.
Yeah.
And then you go up there and and when the comic is bombing, you do all your best shit first.
Yeah.
And that shit don't work. And when that shit don't work, you ready to start playing spades.
Right.
You don't know what to do.
And don't fuck around and say something about somebody's audience.
Hell yeah.
Oh, nigga, the whole goddamn club.
They be like, nah, you got you.
They gotta escort you out there.
When you was up north, you ain't never heard a nigga say, shit, you got me fucked up. What that mean? What that mean?
Shawty
got me fucked up. Hell nah.
Nigga, when you come down off that goddamn stage show, you look at you be like, oh fuck, I'm just trying to tell a joke. Fuck that show.
That was fucking unbelievable, man. That was an unbelievable. That built character in you, man.
Yeah.
And so you said, oh, so that's what you meant by 8 minutes.
Right.
These motherfuckers don't understand this.
Right.
This shit is real.
Yeah.
Man. This shit is real. That's what led to Def Jam and all of that other shit.
Yeah. Before we get out of here, I gotta get Stevie Snitch to do a drop for Sit down uptown.
Steve the Snitch.
Yeah. Hi.
Yeah, what's this?
Just to sit down.
Hi, this is Steve the Snitch. You're listening to the Sit Down at the Uptown. Marcus King presents Dash Comedy, DC Curry, This Race, where there'll be a lot of cocaine.
You're supposed to say that, nigga.
But you have cocaine.
No, we do a meth now.
Meth?
Yes.
You do meth right after the cocaine?
Well, we weren't even supposed to talk about the cocaine, but then we talk about the fucking meth. Yeah, we do that too.
Do
You
you
might as well
still
go ahead and mark everything we doing.
Do you still smuggle the cocaine in your ass? That's Steve right there. The people that don't know what Steve the Snitch is, that was the gayest shit I ever heard in my life. When you watch Steve the Snitch, you know what the fuck it is. Big shout out to my man DC Curry, man. None for love for that dude, man.
Yeah.
None for love. I used to do a club in New York called the Sugar Shack, man. And this was
Sugar Shack, I did
Sugar
your
Shack.
club,
You did the
you
Sugar
died.
Shack, and I was bringing motherfuckers to New York. I brought Mike Epps to New York, and motherfuckers ain't know who Mike was. We had our own legends, me, JB Smooth, Tracy
Mike
Morgan,
B.
Mike B,
Yeah.
you know, the Flex and the Maceo and people like that in New
Yeah.
York. But it was the first time. See, this
Well,
isn't
not
the
you
truth.
did.
I used to be on the road doing the shows, and I
Yeah.
knew who the funny people to bring to New York who was getting ready to blow up.
Right.
So I saw Monique, I saw Mike Epps, and all those people, DC Curry, and they
So
bring them to
Moby.
New York, and you, all of the Pierre,
Yeah.
all of y'all,
Yeah.
bring y'all to New York, and they just be like, yo, wow, where you get all of these motherfuckers from? And I would normally do y'all the week before, right after your shit aired.
Right.
So I knew what the week your
Right.
shit was going to air,
That was
and
smart
then I
as
had
shit.
y'all at the
Right.
club that Thursday night.
Nigga. Yeah. How did you get that connection?
And we just saw him on Tuesday. I
Right.
know, nigga, I had to schedule.
Yeah. That's funny, motherfucker. Hey, man,
You're good
you watching
fucking
the
with
Sit
you,
Down Uptown. This is my man, Rob Stapleton, man. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight.
Yo, bro, man, yo, this is good fucking with you, man. They had told me that you died 2 years ago, man, so it's good to see that
Well,
you
it's like the Avengers. It's like the Avengers. I went under. I didn't die. I was in another space. That's all.
Right now, a dude is smoking weed. Go, nigga said he died 2 years ago.
Damn.
It remind that shit.
But tell them how to find you, how to watch you, how to continue.
Hey, you can find me, man. I really fuck with that IG, Instagram only. So hit me at that @Rob Stapleton. If you fuck with the Facebook and you just hard headed, hit me at Rob Stapleton 1. But don't get mad if I don't reply. Hit me on that Instagram @Rob Stapleton, man. Appreciate that. That's ROBSTAPLETON. We'll work on colors and shit.
It's the ROB?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it. Put it up on here, ROB, the whole goddamn thing. I gotta go back and change that before I put it out.
He's stupid. Yo, thanks for having me, though, man. Appreciate it. Thank you, man. Thank you for having me, man. And DC, man, you my dude, man.
Appreciate
Come to
y'all.
New York. I need you on a Tuesday, D. You know what I'm talking about. Salsa con fuego. I need you, brother.
We got you, we coming together.
Yeah, yo, do that.
We do that.
Let's make that
We
happen.
drive together.
All right,
We do that. All right, man. Thank you. We'll see y'all next time.
Let's fuck with those ribs.
Yeah. Yeah, let's tear them up.